I'm Otis Roper.
I'm Brandon Roper.
And this is the SuperRoperBros movie review. Now listen, we were gonna wait to film this review for another week, but we just couldn't because we had to get it out there and do it. And as a public safety announcement, we're doing this movie review. So if you have not seen Jurassic World Dominion yet, this is gonna be the movie review for it.
It's gonna be interesting. This is gonna be our first review that's really just a why on earth. So, like, why on earth would you do this to an audience of people?
Don't let money change it. For the love of money, people will steal from their brother. For the love of money, people will rob their own mother. Money, 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 money.
Oh, okay. Well, guys, listen, if you're here, this is episode 3. Thank you so much for being here. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. You can save someone 2.5 hours of their lives by just sharing this movie review. We really need your help in this one.
Yeah.
Help save other people.
Yeah.
Save their time, save their money, save their energy. And we're going to review this turd burger as a service to the world.
Because we're about to review a movie that
other people need to know. They need to know about this. They need to know about the warning. So if you're sharing this, you could save someone.
Yes, the 2 hours and like 30 minutes.
2 hours and 30 minutes.
It was not. If this is free on streaming, don't do it. If this is $0, don't do it.
If it's free,
No, it's not free because you're paying with your time. We're gonna get into the complex layers of this just mediocre bad sandwich. It's not even the fault of the actors at all. It's just this shouldn't have been made. It just shouldn't have been made. All right, so Jurassic World Dominion is starring. Let's go with the old guard first. We got Jeff Goldblum, Laura Dern, and Sam Neill back as their roles. Yes, they're back. Yes, they're back. You see,
they were in the first movie.
Yeah, they were in the first movie. We got the new Jurassic World crew. That's basically Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, clone girl who's the secret to everything. Don't worry, she's got super blood.
It doesn't matter about her name. Doesn't worry about it.
It really doesn't. Like, honestly, throughout this review, I'm going to be referring to certain people by nicknames and monikers because it doesn't matter. Their characters don't really matter. They have one-dimensional thing that they do, and they're just kind of there as plot device. So I will be referring to the girl in the movie who does a decent job. She's a decent actress. You know, you can look her up if you want to, but I'm just, for this, clone girl with super blood. Okay? Let's see. The terrible villains. We've got lame Steve Jobs, who's now returned. You know, remember Dodson?
Dodson
from the first movie.
We got Dodson here.
Yes.
We got he was in the first movie.
You see, apparently this idiot has been elevated to some sort of actual status when in the first film he was just kind of a middleman, go-between. I'm going to hand Dennis Nedry a bottle of shaving cream so that he can smuggle embryos off the island. That was his whole job, and he was in one scene. But now he's, you know, wannabe Steve Jobs type evil villain. And of course, returning for his upgraded role is fiendish Dr. Wu.
Hey, we can't anticipate everything.
All of them.
No, Henry.
Like yesterday.
We don't want to cause a panic. We want control.
I should have known you'd be behind this fiendish Dr. Wu. Your knowledge of scientific biological transmogrifications is only outmatched by your zest for kung fu treachery.
And they're not dying. What part of this don't you understand?
Well, I do understand.
As long as the antagonist's motivations are crystal clear.
No.
Well, as long as their methods are So this film takes place after Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. You have an evil corporation that has decided that the girl that was a clone, that was the key to everything, instead of just asking for a sample of her blood to continue whatever science they're doing, they're just gonna straight up kidnap her. You have the evil dinosaur creating corporation that has literally created a biblical plague of locusts. And you have them also making some kind of crops that the locusts don't eat, as in to cause a food shortage, so that they can fiendishly take over the world. And
it's as dumb as it sounds.
Oh yeah. Everything I'm saying right now, I wish I could make it like sound a little bit more intelligent than it actually is.
Yeah, Ellie Sattler's looking up the bugs, and the bugs are out in the place. Dr. Alan Grant is like, oh my God, she comes to him for help for some reason. I don't know what this has to do with paleontology. Because his opinion holds some kind of weight. That was the reason he's there. Obviously, he's still clearly in love with her, as he is still single and still wearing the same outfit.
Outfit.
Yeah, so he's still out in the dirt doing the same thing he was at the literal beginning of Jurassic Park.
Well, that rewards his character for all the pain and suffering that he's gone through. That's the motive of bringing these characters back after 30 years. You reward them for the struggle that they've gone through, and you help them move on from a more seasoned and
smells like trash.
What? Yeah, trash. Gotta taste it. If you
onions,
onions
onions and
onions
and ketchup.
Bad.
Full of mashed buttholes.
Oh, it's so bad. But the villains' motivations are, do what? How'd you think this was gonna work out? Like, also you have, the old guard. They're still wearing the same clothes they were wearing back in the from the original series. You ain't changed clothes in what, 30 years? 30 years, bro?
You know what's jacked up about that? Like, literally, they had y'all had Ellie Sattler come in, and she still got the folded up shirt, and she's still in the Jeep, with the sunglasses. Like, they really did act. She was wearing the same clothes in the first Jurassic Park movie, and y'all just was like, all right, put her in that outfit because this is what we've got now. I find these elements to be a lot more egregious than our last review, things like Ghostbusters Afterlife. At least Ghostbusters Afterlife, in referring to those things, like, they were in there just to be hammed in. They were fan service. But this is like a more cynical thing. They did that because they were literally trying to draw on people's actual nostalgia for what Jurassic Park used to be. That's the only reason the original actors are there. Otherwise, everything they do and why they're in the story is convoluted mess.
It makes me angry that I have to remember these things. It makes me angry that this review right now is making me like, seriously, we subjected ourselves to this so that you guys don't have to. Now here's the thing, if you got kids that are very young and they're not afraid of dinosaur-like violence, well, this is for them. This is not for you.
Honestly, I object to one thing you just said. One thing. Don't take your kids to see this movie. Just no, don't give them any money. Any profit for this film is going to be that Universal thinks they can put this garbage out and that people will have to swallow it. No, don't go pop in The Land Before Time, the first one with no singing. Put in The Land Before Time. Ooh. That is a far superior dinosaur film to everything at theater.
That 80s didn't care about us at all. I just thought about The Land Before Time, but you said, man, Mother, get up.
Mother! Oh, please get up. I'm not sure I can, Littlefoot. Yes, you can. Get up.
Emotional damage.
Bruh, like y'all don't even y'all don't want none of that in your lives. Like
emotion.
We was built different.
Hey, you know what's funny though? In that movie, more character development, more actual like storyline, and it's literally just them walking to a valley.
But I tell you what they don't got though.
Dinosaur red hand. Hold on now, dinosaur. Talk to you about it. Tell you. Okay, let me talk to you real smooth, dinosaur. We're gonna negotiate, dinosaur, because this is what you need to do. It happens so many times in the movie.
It's got 6-inch teeth.
It happens so much in the film. It happens so much in the movie. Other characters do it. Characters who aren't him do it. Like,
because they see the technique. They peep the technique.
I mean, you know what's funny? Like, I've already started editing for this already. I cut the trailer. It happens at least 3 times in the trailer. At least 3 times in the trailer. I feel like we're getting more animated and concerned about the film that we watched than anybody who made the film. I don't feel like anybody, like you, when you see Sam Neill in that movie, he looks like he's just tired. Sam Neill looks exhausted. He just looks like, I can't believe I'm doing this crap. I can't believe
your check didn't clear.
Still here doing this American accent for all these. Like, it's just. And then you've got Jeff Goldblum, who's just doing Jeff Goldblum, and that's fine. I like Jeff Goldblum is the watchable part of this movie. If you did a super cut of just the stuff he says, you're good. But that'll be like still like what, 10 minutes?
I could just have Jeff Goldblum doing any impersonation from any film he's ever done.
Who's gonna look at this? I'll Dad, what anybody hold it now, hold it right there. Yep. Oh, you very. I'm so I don't want to talk about that.
No. Fine. Go ahead. Mock me.
Oh, Jeff, you're Goldbluming.
Goldbluming? I don't know what that means.
It's not the fault of the actors, is what we're trying to say.
No.
And a lot of times, actors catch a lot of crap because of the movies they starred in. Like you have Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart, who was in the Twilight film.
Those are bad characters.
They've been catching crap for that for years. It's not their fault, guys. No. Like, they just went for a paycheck. I get that. Sam Neill, you went for a paycheck. Jeff Goldblum, you went for a paycheck. I'm not mad at you at all. I'm mad at the studio. They decided it was like, I'm gonna whip this up and serve it to the people, and they're gonna like it. Okay.
That's the most cynical part, and that's the worst part. The thing that drives me crazy about the actual storyline, about what goes on with the characters, and about what you said, like the cynical. You could take any actor on the planet, put them in this movie, it's gonna be trash. You could put Daniel Day-Lewis in this movie, and he couldn't save it. Okay.
Ooh, D-Day.
Daniel Day-Lewis, Meryl Streep,
Hawkeye.
Let's see, Ryan Gosling.
Man,
who else? It can be directed by Dennis Villeneuve. If this is all you got, it's gonna be trash because it was written poorly.
You know, this reminds me of. This is what happens in high school when you're given an assignment and you're supposed to do the assignment and it has a cool premise, but you got to turn it in tomorrow. So the beginning had a cool thought about it like that. The middle's kind of gobbledygook trash, and the ending is a train wreck because you got to turn it in. That's what this feels like. This feels like some junior high kid. Hey, let me make a movie about dinosaurs and something about the environment and immaculate conception. It was like, okay, like yeah.
What was the story that needed to be told here? Because all this stuff is retconning. They retconned in a co-owner of Jurassic Park in the last movie. They retconned in this character that nobody's ever heard of. Oh, I knew your mom. No, you didn't, Alan Grant. Nobody knew her mom because nobody knew about this character.
Yeah, but she was in the first. No, she wasn't.
She wasn't in the movie at all.
She wasn't in there.
No, now she's not a clone.
That's right.
They retconned the retcon. Yes.
You got Trace Buster.
Yes, uncloning the clone. Who's not a clone now?
So this busts the trace of the.
Yes. When you get a person who's trying to bust your trace with a trace buster, that's why I got this.
Shout out to anybody who knows what that reference is actually from. The Trace Buster Buster.
Now it is my task to help to kind of throw out some key plot points here. Now I'm going to probably have some stuff behind me on the screen there because there's no possible way any normal person could follow this and make it make sense.
John Madden could.
I mean, no, he wouldn't. John Madden would be in here and he'd be like, oh my God, we're going to go left and then we're going to go right and then we're going to hook around here and then somehow there's going to be a plane crash and we're going to separate them for no reason other than to introduce the big bird dinosaur. Then boom, comes right back in and boom. That's going to be horrible. But, so, movie A. All right, there's movie A. Girl clone abducted for her super blood. That's what's going on in the first set of contrivance, plot, mechanic nonsense that's going on. This is the Claire and Owen movie. We've got to get back our girl because we're surrogate parents. We're taking care of this girl. Okay? That's what we're going to do.
But because we adopted her legally, we can be public and go to the police whenever the people try to kidnap her, right?
Well, no. Because movie.
Big guy defense, that's all.
Also, it makes it's just stupid, all right? All right, let's not get hung up on how stupid all this. Everything I'm about to say is stupid.